always Mommy's good boy, hmm? Now you sleep. This is important. Faith Campbell, please. Faith, it's Cassie Carpenter. I was hoping you could help me out. We're ready to go ahead with the home study, and I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions about it. Oh, well, I was hoping we could meet face to face. Could you stop by my mother's? It's 230 Chestnut Street, Penthouse 5. Actually, Andrew can't be here, but that's okay. I can handle this on my own.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Come on, sit down, Marty. Sit right here. Take a deep breath for me. That's it. Okay, you feel a little better? You want to tell me what's wrong?
It's about Swede.
Okay, okay.
He's dead. Todd killed him.
Jason, hand me that larkspur. That's the blue. Thank you, sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Would you hand me the white one? Jason.
I'm sorry. Okay.
How you doing?
Okay. Yeah. Just thinking about Swade.
I know. Lord, I know.
I'm worried about Marty. She was pretty cold.
Well, she's in shock, sugar, but she's gonna come around.
Yeah, but this preparing the memorial service by herself, I mean, we can help, right? That's why we're here.
Yes, of course, we're gonna help her. We will.
I thought I'd find you here.
Hey, hey, sugar.
Hey, Jason.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. Hang in there.
Yeah, I imagine this can't be easy on you either.
You know, Swade was tight with a lot of people at Rhodey's, and they should know. So can I use your phone?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, I got some good news at least. I talked to Cord. He said yes. He's looking forward to being our partner. As a matter of fact, he just can't wait. He said he's ready.
Promise me you're never gonna leave me. I mean it. Promise me right now.
Blair Daimler.
Surprised?
Well, that's one way of putting it. I never thought that I would see you again.
Well, I'm glad to see you, Cord. Thank God you're alive. May I join you?
Well, sure.
Aren't we still friends?
Look,
Excuse
Blair,
me, sir. Is this lady your guest?
No.
In that case, I'm going to have to ask Mrs. Buchanan, Ms. Daimler, to leave.
Asa had you banned from the country club.
From the country club, from the supermarket. Before I left town, he made sure I was an outcast everywhere in Landview. And, well, I can see that he got to you too, Cord. Well, it's been wonderful seeing you, and even though the feeling isn't mutual.
Whoa, wait a second. Actually, I've changed my mind. She is my guest, and if Asa has got a problem with that, he can talk to me personally, all right?
Very good, sir.
Thank you.
No problem. Come on, have a seat.
Does this, mean that you don't hate me?
Hate you. I don't know, you are the lady who dove into that river in Java, tried to save my life. You remember that?
How can I forget? So why the cold shoulder then? Believe me, you can say it. I'm shot-proof. Go ahead.
All right. I've heard a lot of things about you this past year. Not very flattering things. Things about, oh, how'd you hurt my family, Max. So now
You don't trust me?
No, it's not that I don't trust you, Blair. I just don't know who you really are, that's all.
Well, I swear to you, Cord, that I'm not here to cause any problems for your family or Max Holden, okay?
Great. Then what are you doing here? Apart from going riding, that is.
Just a little family business.
Yes, thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Woo!
Good news, huh?
Yes, you are going to see Hank later today.
Yes, perfect.
I just wish I could go with you.
Well, so do I.
Thank
but, you know, taking Joey to Italy and getting him set up there, that's important.
Oh, I know it is. You know, when I went to Europe as an exchange student, I was very excited, but I was also pretty frightened, and I think having Father there the first few days helped enormously.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Joey's the same way, although he'll never admit it.
You'll let me know if anything happens, though, right?
I promise. Now, eat up. Sleuthing is hard work. You need your energy.
You know, I can't seem to think of anything but this business with Dorian. Ever since Blair told us about the hush money that Dorian paid to Ethel Crawford, I've had this one-track mind about it. I mean, the thought that Dorian is finally going to get what's coming to her. I certainly hope Hank sees it our way.
Well, that tape screams that Dorian and Nurse Crawford had something going on between them. Hank can't ignore that.
And how we got it?
I'll explain the wiretap. Don't worry about that. You just take good care of yourself.
Have you spoken with Andrew? Is there any word on Cassie the baby?
It's not good. Cassie and the baby are still there at Dorian's.
Oh, dear. You know that Dorian is going to hang on to Cassie for dear life just as long as she can. I think we should go over there, try and talk to Cassie, try to persuade her to go home, talk to Andrew. And as soon as possible.
Yeah.
He's asleep. Please, sit down.
This is lovely.
Thank you. Yes, my mother has very good taste. Even people who don't like her agree on that.
I meant to ask you, why are we meeting here?
Oh, well, we're having some renovations done at the rectory, and we'll be moving back as soon as they're finished. Coffee?
Oh, thank you.
Coffee?
Black.
Okay.
I don't have much time. My next visit is over on Stimson Street. So, how can I help you?
Well, I wanted to ask you some questions about the home study.
Oh, okay. Well, it's pretty straightforward. And you've already gotten over one of the biggest hurdles, getting the birth mother to consent.
And now?
Well, I'll visit you and Andrew in your home and ask you a series of questions.
Oh, about what?
Everything. It's pretty comprehensive.
How comprehensive?
Well, I'll ask you about your family, friends, income, values.
Our favorite colors.
That might be in there, too. You'll have to write detailed autobiographies and statements outlining your reasons for wanting to adopt.
Why? I mean, I can understand why the autobiographies are important, but isn't it obvious why we want the baby?
Well, it's just a way to make sure that both you and Andrew are 100% committed to taking this child into your home and raising him. I mean, the last thing we'd want is for one of you to not be sure that this was a good idea, right?
It's better. Okay, so So you went to the tabernacle?
I was worried for Rebecca. She'd been acting really strange lately. And then, Powell and I, we caught her in a lie, which made it pretty obvious that she'd been in contact with Todd. I just wanted to go check things out. But when I got there...
Todd found you. Did he hurt you?
He tried. He's such a sick, twisted animal. When he came at me, it was like he was possessed.
And that's when Swade showed up?
Todd was just about to do God knows what. Swade came, and then they fought. Todd pushed him down. Swade hit his head, and he couldn't get back up again. I just held him.
Marty.
In the meantime, Todd took Rebecca hostage, and they got away.
Oh, God.
He just Todd Swade.
Okay. Listen to me, and I know it's difficult to listen to someone when you're upset like this. Can you try? Please try.
Okay.
What Swade did, the way he tried to save you, the way he risked his life for someone else, that is incredibly courageous. There are very few people who are that brave. You've got to try to find some comfort in the fact that he was willing to do...
What? That he died for me? What's so wonderful about dying for someone who's not even worth it?
No.
Oh,
Marty, that's not
stop
true.
it!
It's
It's
not
true. It is true. Everything that's happened. Everything that's happened comes right back to me.
No, Marty,
I was the one who was so stupid to sleep with Todd in the first place, right? And then one thing leads to another, and guess where we end up? Rebecca's being held hostage by Todd. Swade's dead. Todd is right. It's all my fault.
Marty, none of this is your fault.
I am the one who set this whole thing in motion.
Your behavior last week, has nothing to do with what happened to Swade.
Yes, it does. I was stupid. What I did was so wrong. Swade's dead because of me.
No, Marty, you've got to listen to me. There's only one person responsible for Swade's death, Todd.
But if I hadn't gone over
You think
there...
this started with you. You're wrong. It started a long, long time ago.
What are you talking about?
Todd was sick long before he met you, Marty. Long before you came into his life. Think about Carol Swift. He raped her before he even knew you.
Forgot.
Okay. And if it hadn't been you or Carol, it would have been some other woman that was his victim. And for all we know, you two weren't the only victims. Please, you've got to hear me on this.
Yes.
Okay. And you've got to realize that Swade fought for you. He died for you because he knew you deserved help. He knew you deserved his love.
Yes, he loved me. Do you have any idea how that makes me feel? Knowing he died for me when I couldn't give him the one thing that he wanted.
Which was what?
Myself!
Swear it. Swear it right now.
I swear I'm never going to leave you. Come in. This is about Swade, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. It's just that one minute you're with somebody and you're laughing with them and you're looking at the light in their eyes, and then the next minute, they're gone. Forever. It's like I could turn away from you for a second and something could take you and I'd never be able to hear your voice.
It's never going to happen. You want proof? What major event of the 20th century happened in this very room less than 2 months ago?
The wedding?
Mm-hmm. Oh, see, I got you to smile. Guess it's coming back to you now, huh? The parachutes, the rings, the stealing the horse.
Hey, don't you make fun. That was the happiest day of my whole life.
Mine, too. It was also the day I thought I finally proved once and for all that nothing can stop our love. You and I control our destiny. No one else. And our destiny is to be together forever.
I'll tell you one thing, I thank the goddess every day that you're by my side. That's the truth. Forever and ever.
You miss Addie a lot, don't you?
Yes, Cord, she's my mother.
And you think that Dorian is just gonna let you take your mother all the way back to Florida with you? Just like that? Good luck.
Well, I'm hoping that maybe there'll be a way that I can do that without involving Dorian. If not, well, then I'll just stay here for a while. All I know is that I want to spend time with my mom, okay? What? What?
See, that's what I don't get. I'm listening to you, right? You're saying how about you love your mother, you want to spend some more time with her. That is the Blair that I know, okay? The one who risked her life to save me down in Java. Now, how can you be the same Blair that has done all those terrible things to my family?
Well, that depends on what terrible things you're talking about.
Marrying Asa for his money? Pretending to be pregnant? Leaving Asa for dead when he had a heart attack? Now, did my granddaddy just make all that stuff up?
Let me tell you something about your granddaddy. He's no saint.
No.
And there are two sides to every story. Ace's and everyone else's. Maybe someday I'll tell you mine. But for now, can we let it drop?
Yeah, I guess so. For now.
Okay. Well, it's good to see you. For the longest time, Cord, whenever I thought of you, all I could see was you falling into the river. Well, thank God you made it out alive.
How'd you find out I was back?
Well, I read about your return in the newspaper, and then Cousin Cassie, well, she filled me in on the rest of it.
Ah, then you know all about me and Tina.
I'm sorry about that. I know how much you always loved her.
Yeah, I loved her enough to resist a certain beautiful woman one hot, steamy night in Java City. Although, looking at the way things turned out, looks like maybe I blew it, huh?
Thank you, but I think Tina is the one that blew it. I mean, come on, Cord. Any woman that would choose a lowlife like Kane Rogan over you, come on. She's the one that needs her head examined.
Thank you very much, Blair. I needed that.
You're welcome.
Oh, my God.
What? What's the matter?
What is she doing here with Cord? You have got a lot of nerve showing up here.
Well, it is so good to see you too, Tina. Hello, Kane.
Blair. It's a nice outfit there. Let me guess, you're doing a remake of National Velvet.
You are such a wit.
Yeah.
Cord, what are you doing here with this?
Tina, just take it easy, all right? Blair is my guest. Now, if you got a problem with that, then take it someplace else.
Couldn't agree more. Blair Daimler is a virus you don't want to catch, Donna. And if Cord wants to make his life miserable, well, that's his problem, right?
Well, would you listen to the con artist calling the kettle black? So what name are you going by these days? Is it Kane? Or Hudson? Or maybe Heinrich?
Listen to me, Blair. I don't know what you're doing here in Llanview, but if you're smart, you're gonna get on the next plane out of here.
Oh, gosh. I think I've just been threatened.
If you think I'm gonna stand by and watch you try to steal another husband, then you're crazy.
Could I have that in English, please?
Oh, you want it in English?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's see. First, you took Asa away from Renee. Then you tried to steal Max away from Luna. And you tried to seduce Cord when I was still married to him. So in other words, Blair, I'm on to you. Watch your step.
Oh. Quite a performance. Bravo, Tina. You know, you have really helped me out a lot.
In what way, Blair?
Well, before you came in, I couldn't decide whether I wanted to stay here in Llanview or leave. But after your little tirade, I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Wade wanted to marry me. I didn't tell you that, did I?
No, you didn't.
Couldn't do it. I tried to let him get close to me, but it didn't work. I should have tried harder.
No.
'Cause now
Marty, listen, love is not something that you can force. It just happens.
why couldn't it have happened for me? Swade was such a good man. Why couldn't it have worked out?
Because feelings aren't rational. They just are. Just because Swade was a good man doesn't mean he was the right man.
I know. It just would have been nice to have what you and Cassie have, that's all. Did I say something wrong?
No, it's not anything that we should talk about.
No, because I made you so... Is it Cassie?
No. Cassie is fine. Cassie wants to adopt this baby that we found.
And you told her no.
I told her that I didn't think we were going to be able to give this baby the love that he deserves. Not until we've gotten over the loss of our own son.
But she's still determined.
Yes. Marty, I want you to promise me something.
Sure.
This grief you're feeling for Swade, this massive, overwhelming pain that you think isn't going to go away, promise me that you're going to deal with it, confront it, cry about it, scream about it, talk about it, because there's no way around pain. Trust me on this. Deal with it.
He's still asleep.
And about your question, Andrew and I are committed to this adoption, 100%.
I'm glad.
Finding this baby so shortly after losing our own, honestly, it was like a miracle. He couldn't have come into our lives at a more perfect time.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you and Andrew feel that way. Not everyone who applies is really suited to adopt.
Oh, yeah, I know. Listen, I was wondering, whatever made you get into social work?
I wanted to help people.
You must get tremendous satisfaction out of it.
Well, sometimes.
It must be very interesting. I mean, all the people that you meet.
Yeah, it is.
What are most people like who adopt? Are they couples like Andrew and me?
Oh, couples, sometimes big families, it varies.
Do you ever work with single parents?
Oh, absolutely. That's not uncommon at all anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it more difficult for them to get a baby because they're alone?
Oh, no, not at all. But you don't have to worry about that. If I'm gonna make it to Stimson Street, I better get going.
Thank you. You are always such a big help.
My pleasure.
Oh, excuse me.
Hi, Cassie.
Vicky, Sloan, what a surprise. Please come in.
Thank you.
Faith Campbell, please meet Vicky Buchanan and my father.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Hi, Sloan.
Hi, nice to meet you. So, Cassie, give me a call if you have any questions, and I'll be in touch as soon as possible to schedule the home study. Bye-bye.
Thanks again. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Home study? Is that in order to adopt the baby?
Yes.
Andrew changed his mind.
No.
Well, I don't understand.
I don't need Andrew to adopt this baby. I can do it on my own. That's what I just made sure of. And if I have to, I will.
Thank you for reminding me how much I hate this stupid town.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You know, I was really hoping that things had changed, but I can see that Landview is still filled with two-bit con men and brain-dead bimbos who only see the world in black and white. Should have known from the way Vicky acted when she came to see me in Miami.
Whoa, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Wait, my sister came to see you in Miami?
Never mind. It's not important. Cord, it was so good to see you again. If you're ever in Miami, please look me up.
So what did you say? You're leaving? Come on, you just said you had some family business to take care of.
Well, I can take care of that long distance.
Tina, come on. What did you do? You come in here, you dump all over
Cord.
Blair.
Really, please, I want to leave. After I do the one thing in this town that's ever given me any pleasure. Apart from you, Cord, I find the horses in this town infinitely more civilized than the people.
Oh, Blair, wait a second.
Yes?
I don't want you to leave without hearing the news. Max and Luna are married now. Happily married.
Great. Good for them. You can relax, Tina. The last person in the world I want to see is Max Holden.
Do you need me for anything else?
I always need you. Why?
I just thought I'd take a little stroll around the grounds, check things out.
What things?
Well, seeing as how Cord has agreed to be our partner now, that means we're going to have some cash, which means it's time to start figuring out where we're going to do the building. I mean, are we going to rip down all the trees and build a parking lot?
That is not funny.
Just relax. You know that you have total veto over any site we choose for the villas. You know, I was kind of thinking maybe that land, you know, across from the country road out back near the country club. What do you think?
I don't know. We'll see.
Listen, if you need me, come get me, okay? For anything.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be fine.
Okay. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Serenity Springs.
Jason, hi, it's Andrew.
Andrew, hey, you don't know where Marty is, do you?
Well, that's why I'm calling. She's over here.
Oh, yeah? Is she okay?
She's holding up. Listen, Jason, she wants to go ahead with a memorial service for Swade over at the meditation center. If that's all right, we'll come over now. Luna's over there, right?
Yeah, and she's gonna be happy about that, you know. I'll talk to you later, okay? That was Andrew. Marty wants to have the service here, and they're on their way over.
Well, that's good. I think this is a good place to say goodbye.
There you go. You feel a little better?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing what a splash of cold water will do. Andrew,
Yes.
thank you
For what?
for being here when I needed you, as you always are.
Cassie, you can't be serious. You would adopt this baby alone?
If I have to.
And where does that leave Andrew and your marriage?
Listen, I don't want to do this, but if it's the only thing I can do, what choice do I have? Cassie. Now listen, I'm going to adopt this baby. He's mine. I will do what I have to.
Okay.
Whatever happens next is up to Andrew.
Please go home. Talk this through with Andrew.
Honey, you will never settle anything as long as you're living here.
What is that supposed to mean?
You know what it means. Your mother would do anything to keep you in her life, and that includes destroying your marriage.
Look, I know you both hate her. All right, but for once, she is doing the right thing. She is helping me adopt this baby.
Honey, I know how much you want this baby, but please stop and think. Is it worth losing your husband?
Excuse me, Tina, what did you do that for?
Do what?
Dump all over Blair like that. She didn't say two words to you, and you come waltzing in here like some kind of a tornado.
Cord, if you knew Blair the way that I do, then you
Tina,
would...
I have heard what everybody has said about her, all right? But nobody has seen her in a year. Maybe she's changed, like Kane, huh?
Trust me, Cord. The Earth isn't flat, and Blair Daimler has not changed. Just do yourself a favor and stay away from her.
Well, I'm not gonna have to worry about that, Tina, because you practically ran the woman out of town on a rail.
Well, then be glad I did.
Hey, look, what I do and who I do it with, that's my business, not yours. Understood?
I couldn't agree with you more, Cord. Your business is your business, and ours is ours, so... Listen, Tina and I have something we want to discuss, if you don't mind.
Cool.
Seems a little upset today, huh?
Yeah, well, he'll be just fine as long as Blair stays away from him.
Honey, would you just forget about Blair, okay? You know, it makes me a little worried the way you want to protect Cord from the clutches of Blair. Listen, forget about that, okay? I have a great idea for the wedding.
What?
Okay. We start out the simple string quartet, right? You know, as the guests are arriving.
Uh-huh.
And then, when the bride shows up at the top of the aisle.
Yes.
That's you.
Yes.
We reveal an entire symphony orchestra.
Wow.
And then, we let loose with the most incredible rendition of Here Comes the Bride ever heard in the whole world. What do you think, huh?
I think that I love you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really do.
Oh.
I really do. And actually, what you're saying actually kind of fits in with exactly what I was thinking about this very morning. It was kind of like synchronicity.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, I was thinking, you know, instead of just having little Sarah, you know, do the rose petals as she walks down the aisle, we have the whole aisle carpeted with rose petals.
Or...
Like an inch deep.
Yeah,
Think
okay.
about it.
That's great, but listen to this,
What?
all right? We have rose petals suspended in nets on the ceiling, like at political conventions, right?
Yeah.
And then when we both say I do,
Yeah.
we drop them. Just cover the whole place in rose petals.
But what if they all clump together and then as we drop them onto the crowd, it hits somebody in the head?
Yeah. You're right. Bad idea to scratch that. All right, what do you think of it?
You're looking kind of serious. What's the matter? Tina and Kane getting on your nerves?
Oh, no. I'm thinking about Blair Daimler, actually. She was just here a few minutes ago. I was talking to her. She's a tough one to figure out, Clint.
Oh, you got that right. I wonder what she's doing back in Lambia.
Family business, so she says.
Well, she better watch herself. No telling what Ace is going to do when he finds out that they're both breathing the same air.
I don't think we have to worry about that. I got the impression she was going to be leaving pretty soon. Clint, can I ask you something?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you know anything about Vicky visiting Blair down in Florida?
No, I have no idea why she'd do that. But I got to admit, Vicky's comings and goings are as much a mystery to me as they are to you.
You need to get up. Oh, yes. Did you have a good nap? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Cassie, honey, I know that you love Andrew. I've seen what you two share. Please don't let this tear you apart.
So I'm supposed to abandon this baby? Andrew refuses to even consider adoption.
But are you sure about that?
Yes, that's why I'm here, Vicky. He's made up his mind, and so have I.
Well, I think you think he has. You can't end a marriage based on a wrong assumption. Cassie, talk to him, please. You don't want this marriage to die. When a marriage dies, a part of you goes with it, you know.
I love Andrew. I can't imagine not being with him. But this baby needs me, and I'm not going to let him go.
But you'll give up Andrew.
Well, maybe when he sees what a good mother I am and how happy I am, he'll want us to be a family again.
Cassie, don't do this. Please don't do this.
What choice do I have? Okay, I don't want to lose Andrew, but I won't lose this baby. Shh. Shh. Shh, honey, yeah.
Hey, sugar, how you doing?
I'm doing much better, thanks. I wanted to apologize to you guys for the way I acted before.
Well, no, hey, that's history. Forget about that.
Yeah, but I feel bad.
Would you listen to him? That's all over and done with. So what can we do for you?
Well, I'm gonna head down with Swade's body to North Carolina later. But I was thinking that, I'd like to get some people together today to remember him, you know? You think you could help me?
Well, yes, absolutely.
You think there's enough time?
Oh.
Yeah, of course there is. you and I can start making some phone calls. Angelina will help if we need it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, why don't we use the main office in the main building? Okay?
I'll be here.
How's she doing, really?
She's holding up. You know, when she came to me before.
Oh, I know.
Listen, I should use the phone too. I need to call Cassie and tell her about Swade.
Okay. I thought you and Marty just came from the rectory. She didn't know?
We did. Cassie wasn't there. Cassie took the baby. She moved over to Dorian's.
What? Oh my goddess, what in tarnation is going on here?
Same thing that's been going on since Christmas Eve, Luna. You know, she's determined to adopt this baby that she found. I'm dead set against it.
Honey, why are
and
you fighting her so hard
left.
on this?
Because neither of us are in any condition to adopt a baby. I mean,
Do you ever think that maybe it's not Cassie making the mistake here? Ever think maybe it's you? Sugar, things happen for a reason.
so you agree with Cassie that she was meant to find this baby?
Well, that's what she feels, and maybe she's right. Do you love her?
Of course I do.
Then prove it. Take a leap of faith.
Luna, it's just not a question of faith. We're talking about the future of a child. We're talking about Cassie's mental health. I'm sorry, I respect your instincts. Luna, I can't make that kind of a leap.
All right, so maybe that's too much to ask right now. But can you make a little hop? Just to get you two talking. Please.
Cassie, I know my son is stubborn, but he loves you. Please talk to him. You might be surprised.
You make it sound so easy. It's not. Every time I mention adoption, something shuts down in him. And then before you know it, we're fighting. Words are flying around. It's just... Excuse me. Here. Yes. Hello?
Cassie?
Andrew. We were just talking about you. How are you?
Not too good. Listen, sweetie, I've got some bad news for you, and no real easy way to say this. Swade Pruitt is dead.
What?
Apparently, he followed Marty to the tabernacle. Todd Manning was hiding there. They fought, and Todd killed Swade.
Oh, my God, how awful. How's Marty?
She's holding up.
And you?
Listen, Marty's with Jason and Luna, and they're going to plan a memorial service, and I really should go help them.
Oh, of course.
I wanted, to be the one who told you first.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cass,
Yeah?
how are you and the baby doing?
We're okay?
Good. Okay, I really have to go. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Cassie, what's wrong? What happened?
Todd Manning killed Swade Pruitt. He was at the tabernacle and Marty was there. She saw the whole thing.
Oh, my God, that's horrible.
Can I have the baby? I'm gonna go find Carlotta. Make sure she watches him until Mother comes home.
Oh, darling, where are you going?
To Andrew. He needs me.
Well, now, aren't you glad that you asked how she was doing?
Yes. I'm glad I did it.
All right.
Just wish I had better news to deliver.
Well, me too, but the important thing is that you two are talking now.
Yeah, I just hope that Cassie feels the same way.
Me too. Tell you, this is one long, sad day. The kind of day when you just want to be with the person you love and who loves you. You want to hold them real tight. Never let them go.
You all right? Man, there's some spill you took. Look, it's like your horse has got away. Oh, my God. Blair.